Well, they scored their first one. We had some poor board work, and they took advantage of it. The second one was, in my opinion, well, actually the first one I thought was the disputed goal. Is that right? Yeah. It was the goalie interference one, and obviously I disagree with the caller. I wouldn't have challenged it. I thought that he interfered with the blocker in the hands and couldn't make the save, but obviously they didn't see it that way. They gained a little momentum at that point. They get the second one, which was bounced around. It was a lucky break. And then the third one was disappointing. So that took a lot of life and energy out of the building, and certainly even more so out of us. So it took a lot of work to get back into the game, to bring the belief system back up again. And, we had a heck of an effort to get the tying one, and then we had some poor board work again. So 1 and 4 poor board work. They step inside us, and it's in our net.
The first one you talked about the poor board work. You were talking after the last game about needing more from Jordan Eberle. There was a mistake there on his part. Is that frustrating to be dealing with that in back-to-back playoff games?
He's not the only one that made mistakes, though.
Todd, you've talked about Getzlaf as the head of their snake. In that second period, he was the guy who was driving the bus for them, too. Just in terms of having an answer for him, you're not going to have it every night, but...
No, well, right now we don't. He's playing that well, and I don't know what he had, 26, 27 minutes. So you can try and get whatever match you want. It's either 17 or 15 are on the ice all the time. And they're both playing well, although I think that we can play with them. We've won the 2 games in their building. We're going to go back. It's obviously a road series, and we'll take the road ice advantage. I think that's what we've got back now.
Can you refer to a bit, I mean, you guys had such a great start, and then you had after the 2 instances you're talking about, I think you went 11 minutes without a shot, and then all of a sudden some good things started to happen, and you took over the game again. Is that a matter of having a growth team, as you keep referring to it, or is that a matter of having a young growth team, or is it something else?
I don't think age plays into it much. A little bit of experience likely, but age doesn't come into play. Really, for us, we've been through emotional highs and lows, and we're learning how to deal with that. I think of, the first period in Game 3 here where we're down, and we emotionally have to recover from it. Then we tie the game, and they get a one that we'd like to have back, and emotionally we've got to recover again. Tonight we get the lead. Emotionally we've got to recover again. We're getting tested, and we're learning as we go. So I don't think age has anything to do with, perhaps experience a little bit, but we're getting it.
As a coach, what do you do now?
Well, we watch the game, we go home and sleep, we come to practice tomorrow, and we put together a plan for Game 3. It's tied 2-2, 2 great teams playing pretty hard hockey. So we'll get back at it. Okay, good night.